Time now for another episode of Today in History. On July 16th, 1945, the United States exploded its first experimental atomic bomb in the desert of Alamogordo, New Mexico. The same day, the heavy cruiser USS Indianapolis left Mare Island Naval Shipyard in California on a secret mission to deliver atomic bomb components to Tinian Island in the Marianas. Also on this date, in 1790, a site along the Potomac River was designated the permanent seat of the United States government. The area became Washington, D.C. In 1862, Flag Officer David G. Farragut became the first Rear Admiral in the United States Navy. In 1951, the novel The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger was first published by Little Brown and Company. In 1957, Marine Corps Major John Glenn set a transcontinental speed record by flying a Vought F-8U Crusader jet from California to New York in 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 8.4 seconds. In 1964, as he accepted the Republican presidential nomination in San Francisco, Barry M. Goldwater declared that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice, and that moderation in the pursuit of justice is no virtue. In 1969, Apollo 11 blasted off from Cape Kennedy on the first manned mission to the surface of the moon. In 1999, John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife Carolyn, and her sister Lauren Bissett died when their single-engine plane, piloted by Kennedy, plunged into the Atlantic Ocean near Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. In 2004, Martha Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in prison and 5 months of home confinement by a federal judge in New York for lying about a stock sale. Gee, if only they were to do that to presidents of the United States who do the same thing. In 2008, Florida resident Casey Anthony, whose 2-year-old daughter Kaylee had been missing a month, was arrested on charges of child neglect, making false official statements, and obstructing a criminal investigation. Casey Anthony was later acquitted at trial of murdering Kaylee, whose skeletal remains were found in December 2008. Casey was convicted of lying to police. In 2015, a jury in Centennial, Colorado, convicted James Holmes of 165 counts of murder, attempted murder, and other charges in the 2012 Aurora movie theater rampage that left 12 people dead. In 2016, Republican presidential nominee, apparent Donald Trump, formally introduced his running mate, Mike Pence, during an event in New York, hailing the Indiana governor as his first choice and his partner in the campaign a day after announcing the selection on Twitter. In 2017, 10 people died at a popular swimming hole in Arizona's Tonto National Forest after a rainstorm unleashed a flash flood. And in 2018, after meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Helsinki, President Donald Trump openly questioned the finding of his own intelligence agencies that Russia had meddled in the 2016 U.S. election to his benefit. Trump said a day later that he misspoke. That's Today in History. Now back to more music here on Pep Radio.